Three, two,
Yo,
one. This is the Ken and Dunn Show with yours truly, Donald Seymour.
yo,
Can you
what it
just
be?
make
What it
some
be? What
noise?
it be?
All right, we
Making
not
some
gonna
noise.
stay long before you. We just want to talk about if Mercedes got the testicles, the kahunas, the gonads, the balls to produce these concept visual designs by the designer name as Sugar Design One. I'm finna go pull them up a little bit. Hold for 1 second. Kenya, you seen the design? Give me your take. Do you believe
Yo,
that?
it, if they do those concepts, well, it didn't come from Mercedes,
Yeah.
but it looks like it could have come from Mercedes. That's the thing about it. And I would say that if Mercedes, I mean, if you look at the concept car that they did do, um, that's where they got. That's what Sugar Design got his ideas from. That's where he got.
Yeah.
It's inspired by that. Um, if I would think that if Mercedes was gonna do a next generation S class, I would probably say that Sugar Design One has a very close interpretation of what the actual car next S class would look like if Mercedes is gonna do it. And I think that it would be a home run design if they were to pull this off. It looks absolutely. It's. I mean, it's. Yeah.
So
Mercedes
Kenya,
is
I got a
not
question.
stupid. That
I got a question for you. Here's my
yeah.
question. Do Mercedes have the
Do they have the
confidence
guts? Do they
to
have the
do
guts to
that?
do it? Honestly, I would say this. They not gonna. Okay, what concept has ever looked identical? What production model has ever looked completely identical to the concept? Is it going to look identical? No, but you're going to recognize it when you see it. Okay, yeah, that's that concept car that they made. You know, look, they're they're going to they would do something really close to that. Okay, they would. All right. Um,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
that's what I think.
Kenya, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I
Oh
hate to
boy.
pop
Oh
bubbles. I
boy.
hate. I
Mercedes.
hate.
Look, the current S class looks great. Okay,
Oh my
so
God! Listen. I'm
yes,
being
yes, yes, it does.
I'm being honest with you when I say this. I have no hope, none
Their
whatsoever.
interior designs are slouching. I get it. They
No,
decide to
no.
copy
Listen,
Tesla and
listen.
slap an iPad on the dash and call it a day. I get it.
No,
And I said that they sales would tank if they ever make cars look like Teslas. And
no.
I did. That's what I said.
Listen. I have no hope for Mercedes when it comes to design. Mercedes is like a 50-50. They might hit it like with their sports
So
cars. They'll do it. They'll do it with their sports cars, right? Everything
okay.
else is
So
becoming econo, borderline econo.
so
It's be
so 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 you thought you never liked the S class, the current generation.
it's too
I
the
get the
current
iPad
one.
on wheels is a big problem I had with it.
It's
Okay, I
too
don't like
generic.
that Tesla design.
It's too
Are you talking about
generic.
the inside or outside?
I'm talking
Because
about the
looking at it,
outside. The outside is not bad.
I
Give me
got
don't listen. The outside is not bad. Don't get me wrong. The outside is not bad, but it's too generic for my liking.
man, I love it. It's
It's
it's so many of them you used to seeing it. That's why. And there's
no,
so many.
I prefer the I almost prefer the previous model and the
It's
model
based
before
off
that.
the previous model.
Yeah, yeah, but the previous model is I think has way more gravitas and way more personality than this new one. And I say that to say, looking at their track record when it comes to sedans, SUVs, I do not believe Mercedes have the kahunas, nor do they have the testicles or the balls to develop and create what Sugar remotely close to what Sugar Design has done. Period. And I hate to break that to you. And don't get your hopes up high. I'm being real with you.
Look,
I'm being a realist, and
uh,
I have no hope in Mercedes whatsoever
a lot
when
of
it
a
comes to
lot of
this.
times concept cars are usually previews for future design language.
Okay.
And so expect Mercedes to at least have that grill and some of those design elements they got from their own concept. I mean, Sugar Design just did his concept, his interpretation of what he thinks is gonna be the next S class
Yeah,
and what he thinks it should be.
it's
Now,
not gonna happen.
we don't know. Well, another S class is gonna come eventually. I know that,
Well, yeah,
and
yeah,
we got the Mercedes Benz concept. You know, that has that coupe that has a really long hood. You know, I don't know what car that's previewing. Um,
nothing, nothing.
it's
Just
not
like
the S
they,
class, but
no,
you just
it's not
expect.
previewing nothing.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying I'm not. It's not the NXS class. I know that, but just thinking like they're gonna take some design elements from that and put it on the S class. It might not look like Sugar Designs, but just expect them. It's not gonna be that far
Nah, Kenyon,
because
Kenyon. You
the
kind of,
last two
you kind of
generation
being a little vague. I don't like that, man.
the
You
last two
trying to,
generations of the
you
S
trying to
class
create a way
when
out for yourself.
when
I don't appreciate that. You like, it
when
might have.
Mercedes came out with the previous generation S class, the one before the one we have now, the one before the one we have now, that actually the current one is actually kind of evolved from that one. The current
Yeah,
design
yeah,
language Mercedes S class evolved from the previous generation S class. Okay,
yeah.
so they have a winning formula with that design now. When they first came out with that design, I think it was back in the 2010s. They came out with that S class, and I thought it was the best looking S class Mercedes ever did. It was better
Likewise.
looking than the one in yeah, the better looking in any of them in the 1990s and the early 2000s. And when they came out with that S class in 2006, I believe that was the best looking S class that they did. Okay,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
when they took Rich. They took Rich when they did those things. This one is very conservative. This current S class is too conservative for my liking.
it's
It's
based off of the one from 2006,
yeah,
though.
yeah. But it's too conservative. I feel like they should
I don't like the
take a little bit
iPad
more
on wheels.
liberties. Listen, they should take a
I
little bit
don't.
more liberties with the design, like they did with the 2006, the previous. Like my hope is, listen, I want to hope just like you. I want it to be somewhat in the ballpark of what Sugar Design did. That's what I would like. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm
It
gunning for. But I don't believe that's going to happen.
it's not going. I'm not saying that's going to happen because Sugar Design does not work for Mercedes Benz. But
Yeah.
at the same at the same time, if you look at Mercedes's concept design, that concept coupe that they came out with, it looks just like it. They're going to take designs. They're going to take the design language from that, and they're going to use it for the rest of their lineup. That's all I'm saying.
I,
So
I can agree with you on that, but here's the thing: what we are talking about, how much are they taking from this, and how much are they gonna implement. My thing is they're gonna take certain cues from this concept to implement in their across the board of their design language. But knowing Mercedes, it's going to be so minor or so unnoticeable or unrecognizable where we can't trace it back to the concept. And that's my point. Like we're not going to be able to. They're going to implement these design cues from the concept, but it's I believe the average typical viewer on the outside looking in would not be able to trace it back to that beautiful concept. I believe
iconic
it's
concept
exactly.
is what it's called.
Yeah, and so I can
I
give you a
I think
working
they
example.
are.
I
I
think I
think
can
they are.
give you a working example right now,
I
and
think they are.
this working example right here. I'm finna
I think
show
they
this.
are. They're gonna take this. You're gonna be. It's not obviously gonna look like that because it's a sedan. The iconic concept is a coupe, and its proportions are not gonna be the same either. It's not gonna have a super long hood like that.
Look at that.
So you
That's part of them quote unquote implementing these design cues. And I'm
but
here to
what
tell you, it's
concept
gonna.
is that from?
This is essentially has been co-developed alongside of the concept. This is the EV
I get it.
GLC. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
GLC,
Yeah.
right?
So this been coincide, and it was coincide developed with the concept. And so that's my point. It's gonna have cues from the concept. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, it is.
but it is. I'm here to tell you, just don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm asking you. Just, just,
I'm
just
telling you, man.
don't get your hopes up high, because when you get your hopes up high, you're going to fall back to reality. And I just don't want nobody to fall back to reality, because Mercedes will disappoint you. It's going to disappoint us. Watch, and I say I want it
No,
to have
pick
the cues of
the iconic
um
concept. It
yeah,
it
yeah. I want
it,
it
it
to look
is.
like that.
It
Yeah,
is. It is. It's gonna have it. It's gonna have it.
yeah,
It
yeah.
it might not have the same proportions, but and they have to make it production ready. So that means that certain lines they can't use because of manufacturing purposes because it's too hard to manufacture.
Yeah,
Certain
understandable.
shapes are too hard to manufacture, and so they have to get rid of them. So it's cheaper to manufacture. So it's gonna look a little different. It's gonna look a little bit more tame, but you're gonna get where it's coming from though. I guarantee you that. And they're gonna have that stupid iPad on wheels design that they refuse to listen to the car fans about. So expect that to happen.
And that's the thing. It's like they said that, okay, we're going to start implementing more buttons. Mercedes
They're
said
not.
that, and now
They
it
they're
seems like they're backtracking on what they said.
everybody's backtracking on what they said. They don't care what the fans think anymore, and a lot of them, I don't want to be disrespectful, but they don't know what luxury is anymore. There's there's a such thing as a term called educated fools, where they can understand great, complicated. Um, they have uh, really good problem solving skills. They're great engineers or scientists, but they, some reason, can't understand very simple, common sense things. And this is just
Yeah,
one of those. I don't want to get off subject, but the whole iPad on wheels is just one of those examples of where they don't understand why it's a stupid idea and they refuse to listen to fans about it.
yeah, yeah. So I agree. I agree with you. I really do. So that's kind of been it. Kenya said that. Now, Kenya, now don't be backing out what you're saying. Now I'm holding you accountable. You once said, you know,
Yeah, you said the same thing about Audi and their concept that they came out with, and it was called the what? I can't remember
not
the
the
Prolo
SUV.
concept. It
Yeah.
was a Prolo concept, and I said
Okay.
that, and when they came out with the A8, you didn't like the A8 because you said it was not based off the Prolo concept, and I
We
said
had
it
this
was based off
conversation
the.
years
We
ago.
had this conversation many times, and I still stand by what I said that the A8 is based off of the Prolo concept. It uses the same, kind of the
Cues,
mundane.
design cues.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I,
It
I
just
agree with you to a point, but
you said you
it
liked the Prolo concept, but you didn't like the A8, which the A8 was
exactly,
the Prolo. The A8 was based
exactly.
off of the Prolo concept, but you still don't like the A8. which don't make no sense. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
But
what you're saying.
okay. So we can agree on this before we close out. We can agree on this. We'll we'll use the Audi Polo and the A8 as a baseline. If Mercedes do what Audi did, then I'm going to have a problem, right? And that's what
I
I
don't know
feel
why.
like.
The A8 looked like the Prolo concept.
No,
That's
I
what this it
disagree.
do. It does. I
I
don't care what you
disagree.
say. And
Come
some
on.
people didn't like the Prolo concept, and so they didn't like the A8.
Okay, I love the Polo concept.
I didn't really like it that much. And I
I
knew
did.
that the A8 was gonna be a little bit boring looking. And I was right. Especially in production form. They only took away a little bit. A little bit. Mainly just the proportions. But other than that, they don't look any different.
Man, look how crisp and clean this look. I'm gonna have to put an A8.
The Prolo
Listen,
concept looks the same, man. I'm telling you.
listen.
It it doesn't look that much different.
A8, Audi Q8.
A8
Yeah,
Prolo
Audi
concept. You know where it
A6,
came from.
A6.
Facts.
Man, it's almost like they discontinued the A8. You know, I haven't seen a new. Let me see, A8. Lord, jeez, Kenya,
It
come on.
looks just like the Prolo concept.
All right.
It does.
We're gonna do it. We're
Pull
gonna
up,
share.
pull,
We're gonna.
pull, pull up the Prolo concept.
I
Pull up
did.
the A8.
Look, okay, look. We finna share this video.
We'll let the fans. We'll let the fans. Look, I'm gonna win. We're gonna let the fans decide if I'm right or not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Shoot.
All right. So, all right. You see it?
Yeah, there it goes.
You
That's
see
the
it?
Prolo concept. Yeah, I see it. That
You see it?
okay.
Okay.
So that's the car.
Okay.
That's the vehicle that you saying don't look anything. The
Like
A8
this.
don't look anything like that. It don't look anything like that. It got a giant grill. It's got the
Kenya.
okay. You got the S8. The S8.
That's the A8.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
no, it's
A8.
a S. It's a S8.
For real?
Yes, I can tell because of the front. The front.
No, cause I click.
Front.
I know I click on the A8.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna give you the
you're right.
S8.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Uh huh. Don't try that. Don't try that.
Okay.
And get
I
the.
click on 8. Look, that they that's the S8, but it's the A8. They don't have it. That's what it was. They don't have it. That's it.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm
But
telling you.
look, can you look? Okay,
It's a coupe anyway. You
my
can't make it look like no.
look,
What do you
can you
think it's gonna look like in sedan form?
look,
It's
man?
going. Its proportions are the main thing that's different about it. The main thing that's different about it is the proportions.
Them two different vehicles, man. Them
They
two different.
are, but I'm just saying that as a sedan. If you can pull up the Prolo concept as a sedan, like some fan art, you'll see. But you not you. It's a sedan and a coupe, so it's different anyway. The proportions are not the same.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm a disagree with you on that. Everybody in the
I'm
comment section make some
I'm
comments.
telling you,
Give me your opinion whether this sedan is remotely like the concept, the Audi Polo concept. So leave the
I'm
comments
telling
in
you,
the comment section below.
the S class is not going to look exactly like the iconic
I
concept,
know that. I know that, and it
but
is
you
gonna be a
know
letdown.
it's gonna be similar though,
Okay. This is
just
what we
like the
need to
A8 is
argue
similar
about.
to the Prolo concept. Okay,
No. This is what we need to argue about. Do you think the new S class, if designed taking
it's
cues
it's
from the concept, do you think it's going to be a letdown?
it's going to be a sedan, so its proportions going to be different. It's going to have a higher roof line. It's going to be longer. It's going to have a
Mm-hmm.
shorter hood, and so it's not going to look as sleek. And so, but you know, it's going to look like similar to the iconic concept. It's going to use the same design language without the same proportions. A little bit tamer for production purposes. That's it.
And you, okay. My last thoughts on it, it's going to be a disappointment. It may
There's
lose.
regulations out there that prevent you
Yeah,
from
it's going
doing
to be
everything that you want.
a disappointment.
A
I'm willing
concept
to.
car is
No,
wishful thinking because
no,
there
no,
are
no, no.
safety regulations. You have to have fog lights and things like that, and you have to the you have it has to perform a certain way in a crash. So some of those lines you're not gonna see. It's not because they don't want to do it. It's just what it turns out to be in the end.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying that,
okay.
but you're gonna see that same design language. I can tell you that. I
Okay,
can tell
well,
you that.
cool. Here's the
And
thing.
just
We're going to agree to disagree. We both come to a point where, as long as I understand, we both know the direction of Mercedes and we understand the direction of where they're going, I'm okay with it. Right? Now, whether we like it or not, that's yeah. My final thought is that it's going to be a disappointment. It's going to be
that's
too
what you said.
it's going to be too conservative, too much of a conservative approach. It's not going to take any risks. Now, I don't expect flagship to take so many risks with designs, right? But when it comes to Mercedes pedigree, Mercedes has been known to take some risk, right? When it comes to their flagship. And they're not doing that now. So that's my point. I feel like it's a
I think the only
disappointment.
mistake they made was an iPad on wheels. The iPads, the
And
whole
I
interior,
agree
the
with you on
Tesla
that.
interior, and I said their sales were gonna fall if they did, and they did.
And I agree. Now, Kenya, what are your thoughts on the Mercedes? Do you think it's going to be a disappointment or it's going to
I
be a
don't.
standout?
I think it's gonna be a standout. It's gonna be a standout. I think it is
Okay, I
because
agree.
because BMW came kind of swinging with that 7 Series, even though it's a bit polarizing. They did come out
They did,
swinging.
and they made a statement, and you like it or you hate it, you love it or you hate it. It's one of the two. But this being the Ken and the Dunn Show, yours truly, Donald Seymour Jr. Kenya Johnson, make some noise in his house. Thank you. This is a business analyst car show for car guys and also for future and current investors. If you want to know the market, you want to study the market, you can hit us up. We have our email. Also leave comments, questions in the comment section below. We will
And
get
throw it
to you
straight right
guys.
down the pipe and subscribe if you like.
Exactly. This is the Ken and Dunn Show. It's been a pleasure. We are out.